Alright, so we're gonna speak about talking in tongues, speaking in tongues. Shout out to that boy Coach AJ, he the one that replied and requested this video. So let's get into it, man. Let's open to John 7. I think it's like John 7:37. So we reading from the book right here, man. So it says, on the last and the most important day of the festival, Jesus stood up and cried out, "If anyone is thirsty, let him come to me and drink. The one who believes in me, as the scripture has said, will have streams of living water flow from deep within him, or your heart or your innermost being." Now it says he said this about the Spirit. Those who believed in Jesus were going to receive the Spirit, for the Spirit had not yet been given at that time because Jesus had not yet been glorified or crucified. Now, Jesus has been crucified, and we are living in a time after Jesus has been crucified, so you're able to receive that Spirit. Now, having that Spirit, it says out of the heart, the mouth speaks. So once you have this Spirit, you are able to flow rivers of living water out of your mouth. Now, speaking in tongues is not just blah, 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 speaking gibberish. It's actual spiritual language. So when your heart and your innermost being is not in the right place, the heart, the mouth speaks. So when you're speaking in tongues and you're thinking you're speaking demonic tongues or something's wrong with it, that means your innermost being is not where it needs to be. But for the people that have received the Spirit, first of all, to even speak in tongues, you have to get saved and receive the Spirit to speak in the Spirit. If you don't have the Spirit, there's no speaking in tongues. At that point, you're definitely speaking gibberish. But once you receive the Spirit, it is easy and it flows. It's not something you have to think about. I can do it on command. Abashete kabori siyaka mayesete opore sikiri. It just comes in, and I can continually flow with that. Now, tongues is not something that is worthless. Tongues is something that is needed, especially when you don't know what to pray for. Now, when I don't know what to pray for, it says that speaking in tongues is another language where it is praying for you. It's praying secrets, things that you don't even know, things that you wouldn't even think of that are too deep for physical words. So when I'm speaking in tongues, I'm praying things that are so deep that I can't even get it in physical words. So when you're praying the perfect will of God when you're praying in tongues. It says the perfect will of God when you're praying in tongues. So praying in tongues is important, and you need to learn. Ask God to fill you with the Spirit so that you can continually speak in tongues and pray in tongues so that the will of God, the perfect will of God, can be done in your life.